Leo.
But then Leo gets here and he steps out of a cab. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, Allie? And then they're playing like happy, like poppy music as they like reunite and kiss. And I'm like, why are we playing happy music? He's bad. What are we doing here?
Stop trying to manipulate me into liking Leo. It's not going to
happen.
happen.
It's not going to happen.
It will never happen.
Never. And then we're with Tank Top Bros, Drew and Dallas.
Tank Top Buds.
I don't know what they feel like they're playing something or they're hanging out. I don't know. Drew doesn't want to dwell on Adam and he doesn't want to do this texting and driving thing, but he also can't sleep. But then he decides to take a sleeping pill. And then I was like, why do I think this is going to turn into an addiction?
Yep. Or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Apparently he's been sleeping in the basement.
And then is this when we're in science class? And Claire and Jenna... Oh, no. Claire and Jenna are with Allie. I don't remember where we are, but they think that she went on a date with Dallas. And then she's like, actually, it was with Leo. And Jenna's like, what the fuck, Allie? Why did you do that?
Also, like, she rightfully calls out the fact that it's kind of fucking crazy that he flew from Paris to fucking Toronto without warning for no goddamn reason.
And then Claire's like, why are we freaking out? And Jenna's like, he hurt her. And then Claire's like, that is a warning sign. And Allie is like, well, what about someone who drove like a car into a whatever? And blah, blah, blah. She's like using whataboutism on like, well, what about your boyfriends?
Yeah,
like,
she says
they're not like perfect people either. And
yeah.
It's like totally deflecting from this situation at hand.
Yeah, she's like, your boyfriends aren't saints, which, like, she's not wrong, but also that is different.
It's very different, and it's just very different. None of them were abusive. Well, physically, I guess.
Eli's was pretty emotionally, at the very least, crazy manipulative.
Yeah. But he's on medication now. They did break up after that happened.
Eli's doing great.
Eli's a better person. Jenna's not with fucking Casey anymore. I feel like that's who she must have talked about.
No, she mentioned Connor in remember when he was stealing underwear?
Oh, okay.
I mean, we've blocked that out as a unit because it's so out of character and such a huge bummer that we're like, nah, it didn't happen. That was a weird fever dream.
Oh, God. Oh, he stole Allie's underwear, didn't he? Like Allie.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I think he did.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'd hold on to that.
Even though that stuff happened, it doesn't mean that it's okay to date the person who has physically harmed you.
Also, it has, like, very clear anger issues.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to come back, dude.
Yeah. You're back in the honeymoon phase, girl. It's going to swing back around again. But then we're with Drew, who has overslept because of the sleeping pills. And he's like, yay, I finally slept. And he finds this out because Bianca calls to leave a sexy message and is surprised when he answers the phone. But he's happy that he slept. But then we're in the office with Mr. Simpson and Zoe and Zoe's mom. And Simpson's like, I can expel you. And I'm like, really?
I mean, she did, like, assault a teacher.
Yes, that's true. And then her mom is like, Zoe has dyslexia. And I'm like, that doesn't have anything to do with throwing coffee on somebody, but okay, maybe she was frustrated and insecure, and that's why. Is that the jump we're making here?
I don't know. But we also learned that Zoe's mom is kind of a bitch.
And it was a lie.
Also that. She's like, you got kicked off of the show, so I have to work until you can find a new job.
Yeah, her mom's an asshole.
Yeah, I kind of understand where Zoe is coming from / where she gets it.
Out.
Yeah.
And then we get to school and only to find that Drew has ordered all this beach stuff for the dance. And Claire's like, if you didn't want to do the campaign, you could have just told me. And he's like, what? She's like, you ordered all this stuff. And he's like, I don't remember doing that. And it's apparently he did it in his sleep because that's a side effect of the sleeping pills he's taking or something.
I mean, that's like an Ambien thing.
Okay. I don't know. And then... Oh, I forgot.
Not that it excuses Roseanne. I'm just saying. The whole, like, doing, like people, like, will...
Oh, yeah.
People will, like, eat, like, weird shit in the middle of the night on Ambien. People will, like, buy stuff in the middle of the night on Ambien. Like, it doesn't always affect people the right way.
Right.
So they'll do, like, weird stuff.
Things.
But that doesn't mean that they're going to tweet racist things. Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. Ambien doesn't make you racist.
No.
Maybe it just brings out the racist that's already there. Oh, I also forgot to say during Fashion Police that Maya's wearing this this giant cat shirt. It's like a giant cat printed on a shirt, and it's a lot. Anyway, we're with Maya and Tristan is talking about wanting to play basketball or something. And
well, no, he's talking about wanting to join Fashion Club, which didn't know that was a thing.
I thought he said basketball.
Oh, we get to basketball.
Okay.
He's wanting to join Fashion Club, and Maya's like, well, I'm thinking of starting a new band, because that's right, Whisper Hug is dead, thank God.
Thank God.
And Miles is like, well, I can't join Fashion Club because no thanks, and also because I'm going to play basketball. And Tristan's like, I'll play basketball.
He's like, my brother played, what? And then I think they run into Zoe, and...
Yeah, and then, what's his name? Miles has the sick burn. I'm not into reruns.
Especially with mean girls like you. She's like, let me put it into terms that you would understand or something. It's really condescending and gross.
It is. I did not care for it. I was like, this does not feel like a sick burn. This just feels like a weird, mean thing to say.
But then she walks away and trips, but Drew catches her in a weird romantic meet cute way.
Yeah.
He's like, I need you. I need your help. And I'm like, what is happening?
I don't know. This whole line throughout this entire episode is alarming and upsetting to me. I don't like this Drew Zoe offshoot situation.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I hate it.
And then we're at the dot with Allie and Leo. And
we're having a serious conversation.
We find out that Leo is staying with his godfather, and he still wants to transfer to TU. And she's like, my friends are so weird about you because of the bruises. And he's like, you told them about that? Which I was like, ooh, flash of anger. Mm-hmm. And she's like, they just need to get to know you. I know it was a mistake. And he's like, and I think she confronts him about his anger issues. And he's like, I'm working on it. And I hope you can help me be better. And I'm like, girl, get out.
Run.
That is not your job.
That is not. No, don't.
Nope.
Nope.
No, don't let him manipulate you into thinking that he needs you to be a better, he is dependent on you, because that just it's going to make you feel responsible for him. So when he is mean and angry and lashes out at you, it's going to make you feel like it's your fault. And that is manipulation, and get away from this man.
No, I hate him. I hate him so much. I just, fuck, no. Just date Dallas.
Ugh.
Dallas is
so much better.
He's so pretty, and he's nice. He's kind of a dummy, but in a way that's endearing, you know?
Yeah. But then we are at the student council meeting, and there's a ton of girls, I'm like, who are these little girls? And then we find out they're all grade 9 girls that Drew has recruited to be on student council, so that when it comes to voting on whether they have a dance or to have this texting and driving thing, he uses them to win this vote, and then everybody else on student council quits. And
which okay, I agree that this is corrupt fucking politics at work, but also fuck these people.
If he's gonna go through all of this to shoot this down, maybe you should stop and think about, why doesn't he want to do this? It's not because he hates Adam and he doesn't want to do a good thing in his memory.
And it's not because he's so down for dances that this is his whole thing.
Read between the lines, children.
Can we just
But they're children and they're stupid.
They can't. It's just tunnel vision all the time. It's so frustrating to watch.
I know. It's women in our late-ish 20s. It's hard to watch these children just do the dumbest things.
No, so dumb. Think of someone that's not you.
God.
Empathy, man. God damn it.
Oh, boy. But then I feel like he says, he talks about, the weird shit that he's done on his prescription. And he's like, but it's helping me sleep, even though I do weird things. And I'm like, dude, just go to the doctor and change your prescription.
Seriously.
He or she could probably get you, something that will still work for you, but won't make you, do weird shit in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
And then Drew is Ambien dialing Zoe.
And he's very specifically flirting with her. You're thinking, oh, maybe he thought he called Bianca and he's just flirting with who he thinks is Bianca, but then he's like, I'm glad you fell into my arms. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, wandering-eyed, sleepy Drew, subconscious Drew wants to flirt with Zoe, and he has specifically called her intentionally, and is very much flirting with her, even though he won't remember it in the morning, which I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Where are we on this? Is this cheating? What the fuck is this?
I have no idea.
Very confused.
Because then we find out later, like, it's like been a week or something, and he's been calling her every night, and it's like, it's like that lives inside him somewhere.
Yeah, but then there's also the thing of like,
oh, I think that person's hot, but oh, I'm dating this person. Like, I would never do anything, but it's like, he's like not in his right mind. I don't know. Man.
Listen, I just thinking another person is hot, or like, be like even like having like a weird kind of crush on someone is like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like opening communication in like a flirtatious way with another person when you're in a relationship feels cheaty to me.
Cheaty. It's definitely cheaty. But what if he's cheaty? Good place.
I know. I have to catch up. I'm like 2 episodes behind.
I don't think there was one last week.
Oh, then I'm 1 episode behind.
I don't think there was like a lot of TV last week because there also wasn't another Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, good.
Because it ended on that fucking cliffhanger. Anyway. But it feels like it definitely feels like he's crossing the line, but it's also he doesn't know he's doing it.
Yeah.
Which makes it like weird and confusing.
I would feel very conflicted.
If he weren't on Ambien and if he were doing this, it would definitely be cheating. Like 1,000%. At least in some, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. It would be like emotional cheating.
On
emotional cheating.
Oh no, it's full emotional cheating.
I mean, yeah.
Which, I mean, I feel like too many people, like, I feel like people get, like, caught up in this idea of, like, it's only cheating if something physically happens. And I'm like, it hurts just as much.
Yeah.
Emotional cheating is just as gross. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sticking your dick in something, but you're still being a dick. Like...
But it's definitely very muddied by the fact that he seemingly
he's
doing it.
He's on Ambien, like it's I don't know, or like fake Ambien. I don't know,
man. I don't know. It's weird. But then the second episode starts, and we find out that Zoe has never been to a real dance before, and then we learn that Miles has a little sister who is now friends with Zoe.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So Zoe has never been to a real dance. Is Zoe grade 9 or grade 10?
I want to say 10 because I feel like she's in the same grade as like Maya and Tristan and everybody.
That makes sense. So she probably was just 15.
Like
she's 15. How long was she on this show for?
Maybe since middle school, because that's like when Degrassi starts.
That's true. Because in my head, I always pictured it as more of like a Gossip Girl, but I guess it could be more like Degrassi.
Like, OG Degrassi, like everyone started like it was like grade 7 and grade 8.
Yeah.
And those kids were like basically their real ages.
Yeah.
So, or maybe even like at least 12. So it's very possible that if you started that young, you hadn't ever been to a school dance before.
That makes sense.
And then, so yeah, she's never been to a real dance, only like a dance on TV. And she's now friends with Frankie Hollingsworth, who I think this is the only time we see her. Maybe like one more time.
Pretty much.
And then she thinks Drew is about to be her new boyfriend because he's been calling her for like a week or something. And she starts
Which is honestly fair.
And she's like bragging about it to like Miles and Tristan and Maya. And she's like, he's going to be my date to the dance. And they're like, okay, good for you, whatever. And then we're in science class. And then this is when Jenna and Allie are like not talking. And I don't really remember what they say, but I wrote down, Allie, you're being so stupid in all caps. And like Jenna is very like black or white, like, this is stupid, you're being stupid, stop being stupid.
It's creepy that he came here. Because it is, it's weird.
And
I mean
she's being very blunt and which like, fair. This is usually my approach, or at least this is my approach in my head. But Claire's being slightly more diplomatic in that she knows Allie, and she's like, why